But we're going to go ahead and have the 4-H shooting sports team come out here. They got some awards to present. This will be a good time to do it while we've got some downtime here. I'll turn it over to Dennis Reynolds. You're live. You're talking into that dude right there.
Good evening. I'm Brandon Adamatis, the coordinator for Hamilton County Shooting Sports. And we wanted to recognize tonight our team that went to the state, and they won the state tournament and they went to nationals. And they placed pretty well out there. So we want to take a little opportunity to honor them in front of you tonight. Shooting sports, what we do is we basically, if all of you guys have animals at home, you probably have predators at home, so chances are there's firearms or bows in your home. We're taking youth that come through 4-H, teach them what they need to know, and this is an example of a team who excelled really well and went to nationals and placed over half as well as the rest of the nation of those that are there. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and pass these plaques out to them, and in a minute, I'm going to let Dennis tell you a little bit more about what they go through to get to state and get to nationals. The first is Jake Drummond. Jake won the overall individual portion of the state tournament here, the high overall, and was on the national team. Larry Endicott was on the national team and was on the state team. Caden Rinkley on the state team and national team. Luke Reinbarger, also state team and national team. And Mark Reinbarger is one of our shooting sports instructors. He helps us a lot, does archery, shotgun, a lot of other things with us too, hunter's education. And he went out as their coach and worked with them to get them through the national process. So joining me up here is Sean Kennedy, is one of our rifle instructors and also a treasurer for the shooting sports organization. And I'm going to turn it over now to Dennis Reynolds and let him tell you a little bit more about what they go through to get to state and to nationals.
Well, I'll back up a little bit and explain. Indiana has not been able to send a team to the nationals. The nationals have been going on in Grand Island, Nebraska for years. I think there was 40-some teams, 40-some states represented at the nationals. We have finally, in 22, that changed in Indiana, and we are now allowed to let our 4-H shooting sports all over the whole state, let them compete in a state championship and then earn the right to be able to go to the nationals. Explain a little bit, these 4-H'ers right here won the state shotgun competition, and by a lot of targets, I'll tell you. And they represented, from Hamilton County, they represented the whole state of Indiana at our nationals in Nebraska. And I think that's a huge achievement. I'm very proud of them. These 4-H'ers have worked very hard, practiced hard. Even after we knew they were qualified to go to nationals, we spent extra time practicing several nights and honing their skills, and they've all continued to improve. It's great. One other thing I want to say, 4-H takes a family. And everybody knows that, what goes on here at this 4-H grounds. It all takes a family, and that includes everything from the extension to all 4-H members here. But I want to give my appreciation to the families of these 4-H'ers that took their time, spent their money to be able to get these kids so they could compete in our nationals, and I thank them. Thank you. Anything you want to say real quick, Mark? Where's the microphone at?
I would just like to say there was, I believe there was 36 squads out there. We ended up finishing 18th out of 36. The team that they sent last year in Indiana finished in the bottom on the basement. So my goal was just to best that, and we did that. Like I said, Jake Drummond, he finished overall for the squad. There was, I believe, 136 kids in the shotgun competition. So we did far above what we expected for them. All 4 of these young men are from Hamilton Heights, and all 4 of them are from Hamilton County. I couldn't be more happy of them because they represented the state of Indiana and Hamilton County. That was the best thing I've seen in a long, long time. So I'm pretty darn proud of them. And also, I'd like to say, I'm just not the only coach. Dennis Reynolds, Jim Dunn put a lot of time in it to help these kids out and get them going. So you folks might not know, but Jim Dunn, Dennis Reynolds are probably in the top 5 in shotgun coaches in the state of Indiana, in my opinion. So we just give him big credit for it. He does a lot of work. Thank you.
Thank you for giving us the time.
Yep, you're welcome.
Congratulations.
All right, contestants, we're going to go out to the horses and get started. We'll be back in here as soon as the horse portion's done, and we'll take off from there.
Oh, really? What? Okay, now we gotta be quiet. We gotta be good. Yeah, that would not have felt good at all. After I get out of college, I will. John just said his birthday Hey, John. Hey, did you just hear me say hi, John? How can you hear Berkeley's laughing, not my hi, John? All right. Yeah, hi, John. Yes. All right.
John Smith is the best uncle ever.
All right.
Did he hear that? I know, did he hear that? Oh, I think.
That's yummy. up, big man?
He said, I think it's delayed. Hey, I saw you show sheep yesterday. Ellie, I saw you show your sheep yesterday. You did so good.
and that they're moving smoothly and consistently from one side of the animal to the other. And then when they're backing, is the animal backing straight? When they're pivoting, is it a nice clean pivot where the back end is stuck, or is the animal traveling a little bit? So those are the things that I'm looking for in the patterns when I'm judging. Okay, thank you. You guys did a nice job.
Let's go ahead and give our judge one more round of applause. With that being said, we want to thank you for coming this evening. We'll go ahead and get started with the national anthem. Addie McMillan is going to sing the national anthem for us.
Sorry about the PA. It's the best night.
Is there anything I can do?
You're live at the moment. However you want me to get that thing out of the way. Or
That's okay.
okay.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang clear, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good job. Thank you.
All right. If I can have the Glunt brothers come out here. I got Landon and Jacob. Who wants to start with the Pledge of Allegiance? Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I pledge my head to clear thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my health to larger service, and my health to better living, for my club, my community, my country, and my world.
Thank you. I'll let you roll the Brett Borum and the Bob Peterson Y. It's your grandpa.
Well, good evening. Good evening again, everybody. We're going to have the Borum and Robinson families come forward. It's always such a special event for them. And Patrick, are you talking? You're all talking. Okay, here you go.
I'm Pat Robinson.
Alex Robinson French.
And I'm Sabrina Borum, and tonight we are presenting the Brett Borum Memorial Scholarship on behalf of our family, and we want to thank the Supreme Showmanship Committee for allowing us to do so every year. This scholarship was started after we lost a brother, son, and our uncle. Not only did we lose a rock in our family, but we lost a 10-year 4-H member, a barn rat, a helping hand, and a friend. This award is significant to a lot of people, and when we select the recipient for this award, we look for individuals that are going to come back and help out behind the scenes. Who is going to bring their children back to participate in the great tradition of Hamilton County 4-H, and who reminds us of our uncle, Brett Borum.
The recipient of this award must be a 10-year member or in their last year of 4-H and have competed in some of the same projects as our uncle. Tonight, we are giving this memorial scholarship to an individual who is incredibly deserving and embodies Brett's spirit, willingness to give back, and sportsmanship. We are proud to present the 2023 Brett Borum Memorial Scholarship to Tony Crane.
Check. Yeah, it's always such a special part of the evening. For those that don't know me, my name is Nathan Day. I'm also one of the co-chairs for this event along with Spencer Carson. Supreme Showmanship is always something that's been very special to our family. My grandpa was the one that started it 51 years ago, so this is the 51st Supreme Showmanship contest. And if you've been to other Supreme Showmanship contests at other counties, doesn't matter what state, I would put ours up against anybody's in terms of the turnout that we have, the amount of folks that show up to support all of the exhibitors every single year. It's always amazing. We make it a special night because it really is. We like to showcase, obviously, all the work that the young people have put into it. That's why my grandpa wanted to do this, was to showcase all the hard work that young people do. And I think another really important piece of it for him was for the other barns and the other exhibitors to get to learn and know each other, learn from each other, because they might have never really crossed paths if they just stayed in their own barns. So it's such a special night for us. So if you could, please put your hands together for all the young people that are right over here that are ready to go, ready to show really well tonight.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and introduce our contestants for this evening. I will not tell you what barn till the end, but I'll introduce them. So contestant A is Pilar Bravo. Contestant B, McKinley Underhill. C, Eli Kolb. D would be Cassidy Shakel. E would be Olivia Long. F would be Jaden Williams. And contestant G would be Keegan Shively. We're going to go ahead and draw for numbers. Our pig judge is on the way down. In that break, I'm going to have the Queen introduce her court.
Hi everybody, my name is Avery Williams and I am this year's 2023 Miss Hamilton County. To the right of me is my court. Hi everyone, I'm Sophia Hewlin, 4th runner-up.
Hi, my name is Max Smith and I'm Miss Congeniality.
Hello, I'm Megan Hawes and I'm your 3rd runner-up.
Hi, I'm Mary Rose Wanseedler and I'm your 1st runner-up.
Good evening, everyone. I am Sophia Beeson, 2nd runner-up, and I would like to take a moment to thank all the volunteers who helped put on this show, everyone in the arena, outside of the arena, behind the scenes, and who's worked tirelessly throughout the whole fair week to come to this moment. Thank you.
Good job, guys. Good job. Good job. All right, we'd like to welcome our swine judges. We've got Kyle and Cashin Pullen from Walton, Indiana. They're both really good friends of mine, so really special to have them step into this ring, and so appreciate their time tonight. Kyle's going to tell you what he was looking for.
Well, good evening, everyone. It's an honor and a privilege to be here tonight. An excellent crowd and your guys' facilities and the people putting this on done an excellent job. And if you would, let's give everybody putting this event on a big round of applause, if you will, please. Most importantly, an excellent set of kiddos behind me that did a really nice job, and for the hogs, just looking for good eye contact, control of the hogs, ideally I want to see a chest shot, rear view, and plenty of side views, and good pace, good distance away from the judge. All these kiddos behind me did an excellent job, very, very well deserving. Thank you very much for having us. Let's give all these kids a big round of applause, if you will, please.
Good job, dude. Okay, so next species that we'll do will be beef cattle. And what we'll do with them, we'll actually bring them all up, bring them all in, and each of the exhibitors is going to draw randomly. We do a random draw here for every species, and it's very public. Everybody can see what they're getting. So we'll line the species or the cattle up 1 through 7 right up against this gate, and then we'll get started. So, yeah, go straight across. Check, check. One thing we'll ask you guys that are on the sidelines, the kids got it, okay? So no coaching from the sidelines or hand signals or any of that. Just let them show, okay? Thank you.
With that, I'd like to introduce our cattle judge for this evening, Blaine Brown from like Rossville area, Indiana. He'll go ahead and give you a little bit of what he was looking for this evening.
So I think a tremendous set of showmen out here, obviously. When you get into some of these larger breed species, I showed cattle, sheep, and hogs growing up. For me, I'm looking for a stock person that's got a level of comfort out there that can work to get their animals set up the way they need to be. So I think some of you probably drew the short end of the stick as far as cattle that were working well for you tonight. Some of you had some that were just almost puppy dogs out there. So once you get past that, I took that into account with all of you. Once you get past that, I was looking for those extras. What's that extra thing you're doing? I'm looking for your smoothness and your natural movement around the animal. Some of you probably stuck out to me as maybe not being totally used to being around cattle, which you probably aren't. Well, that's fine. But I took that into account. While you're getting all those things done, paying attention to how quickly and efficiently you can get the cattle moved, get them set up, all those little things, and then, maintaining eye contact. If you're not comfortable with something, getting through those front end steps of getting the cattle set up is a challenge for you. So sometimes just those basic fundamentals of maintaining eye contact and focus with what's going on got to be an issue for some of you. So that's pretty much what I keyed in on. It was, I think, pretty straightforward in my mind as far as ones that had that or exuberated that level of confidence and got their animals set up the way they needed to. And then there were some that probably didn't have animals that worked as well, but they were fighting to get that animal into a position where it looked good all the time. And sometimes you have to fight. You got to break a sweat to get that done, and I took that into account as well. Whereas some of those that had that real quiet steer and he started falling asleep out there and his legs weren't set and his head was just kind of falling down, part of that, you got to show that out of there, be a showman, and work past that. So that's what I keyed in on. Tremendous job to all of you. Congratulations for making it this far.
Thank you. Let's go ahead and thank Blaine one more time. All right, with that being said, we're going to draw for numbers. We'll get started with dairy goats as soon as our judge gets down here. This would be a good opportunity to tell all those young kids that were either clover or intermediate showman or junior, however we describe it here, that won the two younger divisions of the species. If we can have them get down here in this corner on the outside here, maybe towards the middle or end of this species, that way we can go ahead and introduce you at that break. So. I'm going to go ahead and introduce our dairy goat judge for this evening, Kelsey Wobolt, and she'll say a few words about what she was looking for this evening.
I just want to thank Hamilton County for having me out again tonight. I really enjoy judging Supreme Showmanship. I really like working with the kids, seeing the different kids from different species come out here and compete together. It's quite the feat to do, and it's something that these younger kids, they inspire to want to do this. They watch these older kids out here and they really look forward to this. And so I want to commend our showmen out here that have made it to tonight, because it's a lot of hard work putting in those hours to get here. So I want to commend them for that. Just a little bit what we did out here. We did some maneuvers. I want to see how well you do those maneuvers. If you do those maneuvers correctly, how smooth you are with doing those maneuvers. With these dairy goats, we want them nice and graceful. Most of these dairy goats are walking around mammary systems, udders, and so we want them to be graceful. We don't want them to walk too fast or have to really walk around that mammary system. And so I'm kind of looking at gracefulness and how well these showmen are maneuvering those animals, and they did an excellent job tonight. So let's go ahead and give them a round of applause.
And let's go ahead and give our judge a round of applause for being with us this evening. Okay, I've got some young ladies and young men out here. I didn't tell them this, but you guys can come out into the center part. So these were all kids that would have won junior or intermediate showmanship throughout the week. Different species, some weren't able to be here, but I'm going to pass this microphone down the line, and they say what their name is and what species they won in. They might be future contestants at some point in time out here when they are eligible for the contest. So I'll pass the microphone down the line. Tell me your name and say what barn you're from.
My name is Austin Tebby, and I won junior dairy cattle.
My name's Elena Tebby, and I won intermediate dairy cattle.
Hi, I'm Jacob Glunt, and I'm representing the Boar Goats Junior.
Hi, I'm Abby Scheller, and I won junior dairy goats.
Hi, I'm Annie Scheller, and I'm from the Dairy Goat Barn Intermediate.
Hi, I'm Azalea Davidson, and I won Meat Goat Showmanship Intermediate. Hi, I'm Landon Glunt, and I won Pig Junior Showmanship.
Hi, I'm Jackson Ritter, and I won intermediate sheep showmanship.
Pig. Oh.
Pig showmanship, I got kicked out of sheep.
Hi, my name is Faith Lehman, and I won sheep junior showmanship.
Hi, I'm John Crowder, and I won sheep intermediate showmanship.
Let's go ahead and give all these kids a big round of applause.
You guys are good.
Okay, I think Nathan went up to grab another judge. We'll move right along here in just a second. I did have something earlier. So you see photographers around the ring. She's down there right now. People have asked, how do you get those pictures? So there is a flyer down here. It's very small, but it is a neon yellow sign. You can come down, take a picture of it. It's got some QR codes on it. We'll also put that, I haven't told the fairgrounds this, but we're going to put it on the Facebook page so that it's on there. And there will be an email sent to all parents as well, or whoever's on your 4-H account. That way, these ladies came here to picture, but you will buy pictures through them. So you can go through and through the album so that you were able to be parents during the fair and not have to try to focus on taking pictures. That's what these ladies did for us. So let's thank those photographers. But let's support them on the backside, and let's buy some pictures of your kids in action in the ring. With that, we'll go ahead and roll to the next species.
Our sheep judge for tonight is Colin Deno from Danville, Indiana, and here are his comments.
Well, it is my pleasure to get to be here with you guys tonight in your Supreme Showmanship. I know you guys are kind of winding down your fair here, and this is kind of, one of your guys' last, events for the week, as it is at most county fairs. When we were in our meeting, they told us that, they didn't want us to ask any questions about, anything relating to the kids tonight, maybe just how they were, something like that. And I thought that was a great thing. I don't think that, showmanship is a quiz bowl or anything like that. I was pleasantly surprised. I thought all the showmen did a great job. I guess some of the things I was looking for out here, obviously in a Supreme, you're going to have one kid that's maybe representing the sheep barn, and then you're going to have several, that have maybe never shown sheep at all. And I think that, maybe not looking for a perfect showman, but just somebody that wants to, stay composed and try to, I guess, kind of look like they're working through the project. Maybe it look like it's not the first time that they've, kind of gotten to work with the sheep project before. I thought all of them did a great job. I think that you guys are going to have an awfully competitive Supreme Showmanship contest here tonight. I understand it's kind of like golf, low score wins. My compliments to all of you, and best of luck on down the road. Good luck with your guys' rest of your county fair week. It was a pleasure to be out here. Best of luck to you guys.
You're good. You got your envelope and everything? Yes, sir. Okay, you're good to go. Appreciate it. Yep, thank you. Okay, our next event is dairy cattle. We've got our judge that's getting ready to come down here, so we'll be ready in about 2 minutes.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and introduce our dairy cattle judge for this evening, Liz Byers, and she'll tell you what she was looking for.
All right, or evening, sorry. Good evening, everyone. I'll keep this short and sweet. I was looking for a couple different things. One is just the speed. So with dairy cows, you want to, I always tell my 4-Hers, you're taking your grandma grocery shopping and you're walking at her speed. If it feels awkwardly slow, then you're doing it right. And so I was checking to see who was walking at the correct speed, who wasn't. Also just the quickness at setting up the legs. And so if you saw me, I stopped the 4-Hers a couple times while they were along the rail, just to see how fast they were to get the front leg square and then the rear leg set to where I was. Also was checking just to see who was switching legs when I walked around the outside. If you saw me, I pinched the animal to do a skin test. When I do that, you're supposed to turn the head towards me, and that's just to make the skin a little bit more pliable. And so it's a real tricky trick that I do sometimes with showmanship contests. But then also was just lining up the animals side by side to see how well the 4-Her either stepped to the side a little bit so I could fully see the front of the animal, but then also just so I could take note of how well they set up the animal when they were in side by side as well. So that's what I looked for. Great job, everyone. Congratulations, all of you, for making it this far in a Supreme Showmanship contest.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, we're down to the home stretch. One species left. We'll go ahead and draw, and we'll get the meat goats in here, and we'll get you guys positioned. Judge should be down here any second. I would like to introduce our judge for meat goats this evening, Erica McWhort, and I'm going to have her just say what she was looking for this evening.
Thanks, guys. I'd like to thank Hamilton County for having me out today. Thank you, Showman. I know it's you're hot and tired and ready to be done. A couple things I was looking for is eye contact. That's a huge thing for me as a showman. I need you to look at me, stare into my soul, and I had a couple showmen do that really well. Setting legs, feet square, perfect. Couple issues, make sure your goats are stretched out. I understand your goats are tired, and I know you are too, but it's just common things, you know? And I appreciate all you guys coming out. Thank you, guys.
Here. I'm going to have a member of the Queen's Court get back up. They've got a little bit about a Hamilton County Scholarship Fund.
Hi, my name is Max Smith, and I would like to tell you about how you can contribute to the education and advancement of 4-H youth here in Hamilton County. We are currently passing the buckets around at events like tonight and throughout the fair to help fund the Hamilton County 4-H Scholarship Program. The scholarships are awarded exclusively to college-bound 4-H members in Hamilton County. This year, the scholarship recipients from the Hamilton County and Indiana 4-H Foundation were Cooper Conrad, Nicole Delgado, Alice Pickett, Aubrey Skinner, and Savannah Strange. We would all like to thank each and every one of you for your generosity and support of the 4-H program. Thank you.
While our two ladies are back here tabulating for us, I'm going to go ahead and introduce the contestants for this evening. So contestant A is Pilar Bravo. She represented the horse barn this evening. Parents are Sarita and Ignacio Bravo, and she is part of the Giddy Up gang. She is an 8-year 4-H member, and she goes to Perry Meridian High School, where she'll be a senior, and future plans are to attend law school. That's contestant A, Pilar Bravo. Contestant B, McKinley Underhill. She represented the Dairy Goat Barn this evening. Her parents are Sean and Amy Underhill. She was part of the Llama Trekkers. This is her last 10th year in 4-H. She attended Noblesville High School. She'll be a freshman in college, studying pre-vet medicine at Purdue this fall. Contestant B, McKinley Underhill. Contestant C, Eli Kolb. Eli was your representative of the beef barn this evening. Parents are Doug and Connie Kolb. He was part of the Sheridan Ag 4-H Club. This is his 9th year in 4-H. He will be a senior at Sheridan this fall, and future plans include pursuing a career in an ag-related fields. Contestant C, Eli Kolb. Contestant D, Cassidy Shakel. She was a representative of the sheep barn. Her parents are Chris and Don Shakel. She's part of the Jackson Hot Shots 4-H Club. This was their 9th year in 4-H. She attends Hamilton Heights High School, where she'll be a senior this fall, and future plans include to attend Ball State University to study elementary ed with a minor in special education. Contestant D, Cassidy Shakel. Contestant E, Olivia Long. She was your dairy cattle representative. Her parents are Lloyd and Katura Long. She's part of the Husky 4-Hers. She is a 10-year member that attended Hamilton Heights. She will be a freshman this fall, though, at Purdue to study ag business. Contestant E, Olivia Long. Contestant F, Jaden Williams. She was the meat goat representative this evening. Parents would be dad and sister Jason and Haley Williams. She was part of the Walnut Lassies and Laddies. This is her 10th year in 4-H. She also went to Hamilton Heights. She will be a freshman at Ball State to major in biology with a concentration in genetics to become a genetic counselor. Contestant F, Jaden Williams. And contestant G, Keegan Shively. He was your swine barn representative this evening. Parents are Matt and Bobby Shively. He is part of the Heartland 4-H'ers. This was his 7th year in 4-H. He attends Hamilton Heights High School. He will be a sophomore this year, and future plans would include go study somewhere in animal nutrition. Contestant G, Keegan Shively. You ready? There's a long list. Can I have that clipboard real quick? I've got some thank yous to say to my counterpart, Nathan Day, that helps along with this to make this a go. Other thanks would be, so every participant will get a plaque. Those are sponsored by Peg and Dennis Reynolds. We want to thank them for that. I think there is a representative of Hamilton Southeastern FFA here. Right there, Hamilton Southeastern. Hamilton Southeastern does a belt buckle, so the kids get to design a belt buckle. Hamilton Heights FFA sponsors a jacket for the contestant winner. The Day family also has a director's chair that will be for the winner. And then the Wisman family, I don't think the banner's here yet, but you will have, for the winner, they will have a banner. And then your grand and reserve grand plaques, the bigger ones, I will tell you that there is a typo on one of them. We have to get it fixed. You can have this one for tonight. We'll get it fixed. Hamilton County Farm Bureau, thank them for the grand and reserve grand on the bigger plaques. And I didn't thank my two scorekeepers, Lanine Burrow, Lisa Mills. We thank both of them for being back here. And then thanks to all the barn superintendents and anybody that helped get animals up here through the shuffle and cooperated with us for the weather that we had to deal with this evening. So with that being said, let me look one more time. It was C and D, right? Yeah. Okay. All right, with that being said, I'll say reserve first. Your reserve grand supreme showman for 2023, Eli Kolb. And I haven't announced her at all this evening. Our 2022 winner, Gracie Fisher, is here. She will be here to hand off the plaque for your new 2023, Cassidy Shakel. That concludes this evening. We appreciate everybody coming this evening. Thank you for your attendance.